Hi, students. Welcome to Module 4 of HBSE 2100. I hope you're all doing well. We've been in school for about a month now, so time just feels like it's flying by for me. I hope it's flying by for you too, but I hope you're not feeling too crunched right now. Okay, this week we're looking at infancy in sort of the lifespan development phase. Okay, let me pull up or what we're Okay. Um, so yeah, we're kind of doing a deep dive into infancy, looking at that early stage of development, which is monumental when it comes to overall development. We're learning there's more and more science and research and studies coming out about how those early stages of development can affect us for the rest of our life, right? So it's really important as social workers that we understand this and that we do as much as we can to support development of infants in those early stages. Okay. And a part of this is not just working with the infants themselves, but you're probably more likely going to be working with the parents and the family surrounding the infant, right? So helping them to understand how that development works and maybe even teaching them like how babies develop, right? Using a lot of sensory motor skills, touching things, feeling things, having different experiences with their senses is really, really important, as well as that scaffolding, okay? Which just means that they're kind of observing and learning all the time. They're taking in information all the time. Okay. Um, so basically, you're going to be reading chapter 4 of your textbooks this week. There's a couple of additional readings to help you, especially with like this importance of play. Um, Part of the assignment for the discussion this week is to explore and explain how play helps develop babies um, physically and emotionally, and what we can do to support parents to create more of those interactive and play moments for babies. Okay. Um, you have your recorded lecture. It's only about 13 minutes long. And then there's a couple of these videos centered around infants and development. I especially really, really like this last one, the still face experiment. If you haven't seen it before, it is pretty incredible, the research that they've done here. It's a short video about just watching a mom play with her infant. And she plays and she has fun. Then all of a sudden she goes still face, meaning she just completely goes void of any emotion. She doesn't talk to the child, um, and just remains that way for a few minutes. And it's really, really fascinating to see how the child responds and sort of the discomfort that it goes through. It doesn't like not seeing mom smile and play, and it'll even start to look away and kind of distance itself a little bit from the situation. So it's really, really interesting. But I do want to point out with this video, I share this video with a lot of clients that I have who are young parents. And the reason I show this video is for two reasons. I like to share with them, okay, this is what happens. This is sort of the behavior that happens with a child when a parent is kind of void of that emotion or just kind of checked out. But equally as important, I want you to observe when the mother re-engages with the child. Okay, she's going to go still for a minute, but then she's going to start playing and smiling and having fun. And I want you to also observe how the child is kind of just kind of forgives and gets right back into that interaction and that communication with the parent. Now, the reason why this is really important is because sometimes parents will come to me and they'll feel really upset about, or they feel like they've dropped the ball. They feel guilty. They feel sad. They feel a little bit defeated. Like, I don't know how to do this. I'm not being a good parent, or I think maybe I'm not reading with my kid enough, or I'm not playing with them enough. I'm not doing enough, right? And that parent guilt can be pretty crushing at times. But I show this video to say, hey, but look at what happens Okay, let's say there's a moment when you're checked out as a parent, but look at what happens when you re-engage. Okay? The child comes back. The child plays, the child continues to develop. And so it is really helpful to teach parents, hey, you're going to make mistakes. There are going to be times when you do check out of life a little bit or that you don't have the time or energy. But good parents see that happening, right? Good parents recognize, oh, you know what? I kind of dropped the ball back there. Yeah, I'm not really showing up for my kid, right? Bad parents don't see that. So the fact that they are saying, hey, I see there's a problem is a win. Okay. Just that we see there's a problem is a positive thing. Now, it's also a way for us to say, okay, where can I pick the ball back up? How can I show up for my kid this week? Right. And when parents do that, the kids often jump right back into that response. They are so forgiving. They're so ready for connection, right? And so this video is really important, and I use it a lot in my private practice. Okay. So finally, yep, do your textbook and your required readings, watch the videos and lectures. You have a module 4 quiz, and then you also have your discussion for the week, which again is going over sort of early childhood development, how play is really important in developing those physical and emotional skills for children. It also is going over how can we sort of assess for and create interventions for the family and for the environment so the child can thrive and do well. Okay. That's it. So I hope you're having a great week. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns, or if you're just feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders right now or you're overwhelmed, please reach out to me. Let me know. I'd be more than happy to do what I can to help. Okay. All right. Stay classy, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.